New Zealanders say the government should help Manus Island refugees following the closure of the Australian detention camp, but believe Canberra also needs to take some responsibility for the men. The 600 or so asylum seekers within the camp are refusing to leave out of fear they'll be attacked by hostile locals. And they're pleading for the New Zealand Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, to let them into this country, saying she's their last hope. Now, New Zealand has previously offered to take 150 refugees, but that offer was refused, as Australia fears refugees would eventually make their way back to Australia as New Zealand citizens. Laura Dooney reports.
Australia holds asylum seekers who arrive by boat on PNG's Manus Island and on the Pacific island of Nauru. But Australia withdrew from the Manus Island Centre on Tuesday following a PNG court ruling that the centre was unconstitutional. In Johnsonville, just north of Wellington, most people think Australia should step up and help the asylum seekers, most of whom have refugee status, but they aren't sure New Zealand should or could take care of all 600.
I think we should do something about it, and I think Australia are being absolute animals. They've got to look after them. They're refugees, for heaven's sake. Maybe New Zealand we need to do something about it too.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the people on Manus Island, but I don't think we should just randomly take refugees. We should make sure they're properly vetted. And the 650 there, that's a bit more than the 150 that was offered. So how do you choose and who do you choose?
Yes, I think we should keep away from them. This country's already cram-packed with people who need a lot of treatment and they're not getting it because big queues.
Whilst we do take refugees throughout the world, should we take in another 600 just because Australia won't live up to their obligations? I think 150, yes. I don't think 600. I think Australia should own up to their obligations.
Those spoken to by RNZ and Nelson felt firmly that New Zealand should show compassion and take them in.
I think we should. Honestly, these people have been suffering. They've already moved from a country where their rights have been taken away from them, and Australia's taking a hardline policy, and I think that we should extend the invite and take them in. If we've got the facilities to actually take them in, induct them into our system, why not?
Totally, I think we should take more. We're a country that can handle that easily, you know.
We could definitely take more. Our society is quite well equipped with looking after them.
I think we should take them. I think we should probably take more as well. We've got the land here. I know we've got a few issues of our own, but it's always good to see us helping other people.
An online petition created by Peace Action Wellington urging the Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern to bring all the refugees to New Zealand has garnered 1,800 signatures. Meanwhile, the situation on Manus Island is becoming dire for the men in the camp after their food, water and electricity was cut off on Tuesday. The Kurdish journalist and refugee Behruz Bochani says the health of the asylum seekers is getting worse.
The people are in a big starvation. There is not any water, food, and the tropical mosquitoes. We were struggling with the mosquitoes too. It is a big tragedy.
Ms Ardern is meeting with her Australian equivalent Malcolm Turnbull on Sunday and says she intends to reaffirm her offer to take 150 asylum seekers held on Manus Island and Nauru, where another detention camp for asylum seekers remains open. For Checkpoint, Laura Dooney.